Thank you so much. I appreciate that, and we appreciate that. I know sircrone does too.
Yeah, my
I'm going to invite
my brother, Sir Crone, my one and only co-tweeter, my ride or die.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, I backed you up last night. I backed you up.
No, I appreciate that. I have a feeling some of that's going to be brought up. You know, I'm a little prepared for that. I don't think people are going to be happy to hear what I have to say, but that's the story of my life.
Yeah, I was just making a point to him that you know, like once you get to know you, you know what I mean. You're like me. You can be brash, but you're a good guy.
Let's wait for that. You know, before it's a little early in the space. Let's wait for that. I do want to speak my mind about it, but I'm brewing some coffee right now. Just gonna mentally prepare, and let's let some people come in because you know everyone likes to say, you know, you can't talk about someone when they're not here, but if they don't show up, well, that's their problem.
How's it going, old man Greg? Old man Greg. Yeah, can we mic him up?
Yes, I've been trying to invite everybody up. I'll do it again. I sent you a message and it should pop up and you just say accept to speak. I'll say Raven Rebels too.
Doing good, doing good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, old man Greg. How's it going today?
Going good. Just ready to be done with the Monday grind.
Yeah, we got a new person. What is it? Cryptic Art. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm just working from home. I just saw your space. I figured to hop on and see what it's all about and see how everyone is doing today on Monday. Did anyone check out that Snoop Dogg and Eminem performance for like the half metaverse, partial IRL with the with their Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs?
Yeah,
I personally didn't.
It was actually pretty cool. It was at the VMAs yesterday. That was like the only thing I wanted to watch in that whole entire show because everything else I could care less about. But it actually went really freaking cool. It was probably the coolest performance I've seen in a very, very long time. The way they did all the special effects and the artwork for it, it was very cool.
That's for the Bored Ape Yacht Club, you said?
Yeah, so Snoop Dogg and Eminem, I guess they each own their own, and they incorporated a full body animation Bored Ape for each of theirs as a performance in the metaverse. And it was the whoever choreographed the whole animation and the scope of the project. It was really sweet the way they did it. It turned out really good. It was nice to see, you know, a platform like that exposing the metaverse and NFTs in a way like that. So, you know, more people are probably like, the hell's an NFT? And then they probably start, I could only imagine how many people yesterday who had no idea what this is and they started researching about it. So I thought as a whole, just exposing it was a beautiful thing.
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, that's part of the adoption process. You know, getting people to see what can be done with it, see what's happening behind the scenes. But that's pretty awesome to getting these big names, you know, attaching themselves to that project because that helps everybody. You know, that's the whole point of even like this space. You know, WAGMI, whatever one person does, it helps the others, and vice versa.
Oh hell yeah! You could probably YouTube the performance to check it out. It's really cool. I definitely, if you haven't seen it, I'll definitely check it out. It's not that long.
Yeah, no, I didn't see it, but I'll definitely take a look at it later. Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah, I think that people are just still not understanding. It's still just such a new concept that I was talking to my dad about it, and he's a really smart guy, but it's just not connecting. He's not connecting the dots yet. And he's understanding cryptocurrency now, but NFTs are just a whole nother level of even though it's really just the same thing, it's just a representation of a value in a token. So anything of value, you know, right now it's mostly art, but yeah, I saw the lead ups for the Snoop Dogg, and I thought that was so well done. It was just cute and fun and relatable, and that's how we have to transmit how to get NFTs. And that's what we're trying to do at WAGMI actually, is to keep it simple. And we're going to be ramping up some promotion to try to attract people. We talk about Ravencoin NFTs here, but we welcome all platforms, and we like to talk about everything that everyone's doing, and we want to support everyone. And we also like to say, let's all follow each other, and you know, like each other's tweets and support each other. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. But formally, should we get started now? Is it time? Should we get started now formally?
Yeah, I think it's about that time. We got Pinwheel in the house and Humble Miner, Blockchain John. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? If we can mic them up.
I'll do that right now.
Yeah, welcome, Pinwheel. How are you? Yeah, he's got some pretty cool NFTs. The Pinwheel guy, I like him. We got NFT Raven in the house. Fatal Frames or Flames. What it? Hold on. Yeah, Fatal Frames.
Yo,
What up? What up?
Yeah, Sonny, why don't we get started with you and sircrone talking about what you guys are building over on the WAGMI platform. To me, it's one of the most important things going on right now in crypto, but go ahead.
You want to go, Sir Crown, or you want me to do it?
You can lead us off with that.
I feel like you're such a good you know, designed and built the website, and you know, we are, it's just been a full, it's a we founded it together, and we this is a completely collaborative effort, but he makes all the magic appear on the back end too, which is why it's developing, I feel like, very quickly. And the other ideas that we want to bring forward are really going to help creators. We want to be sort of a Web3 for creators. And and we want you as the artist, because art really is at the forefront of everything that we buy, or most things that we buy. We want you, the artist, to be the engine that's going to, you know, really expand this network and grow this thing. So thank you for being here, and please set up an account at wagminft.net. We have lots of features. You can link your. It's supposed to sort of be an extension of the crypto Twitterverse, and we find that most artists don't have websites, so we want to sort of create an you know, sort of a hub for people that want to come and not just learn about Ravencoin NFTs, but also want to have a hub for their own platform and their own thing that they're selling, whether it's you know, displaying more of their art, you know, connecting their Twitter profile, their website. You can also attach a wallet, you know, a Ravencoin wallet address, so you can accept and receive airdrops. And we've already had some really great airdrops that have come forward. Mirage is the first one that comes to mind. She was a supporter of WAGMI since day one, and gave you know, airdrops that just went to the wallets of the holders. So there was a scarcity built in right there. And she's a really up and coming artist. So things that you're getting for free on our platform, not that we're saying it's going to ever have any value, because you know, we just don't know, but we do know that it's definitely having a sentimental value for me anyway, to be connected with these artists in these ways. And so, and then we have watch artists work on Wednesdays. And so if you're an artist and you want to present, please DM either sircrone or myself. And you know, I'm Sunny for MJ, by the way. I'm Sunny, and so I have a different account. But now we just started this WAGMI Twitter handle, so please give us a follow. We're trying to grow this handle. So that's it, right? Am I missing anything?
Yeah, sounds perfect to me.
So otherwise, I'd like to open the floor up to everyone else that's here, and um, you know, share with us why you're here and what you're trying to get accomplished. And that's what the space is for.
Yeah, one question I had is are there any plans, sircrone and Sonny, to allow like different platforms to join to connect with collectors and artists?
You mean like on the WAGMI site, like having like Ethereum and like, you know, like Solana and stuff like that on the website?
Right. So
So,
other
so,
other people can come.
so ultimately that would be great, right? For example, you know, to open the discussion on the website, you know, to other chains. The only thing is, I don't know much about other chains. I know enough about Ethereum, um, and that's pretty much it. So for me to sort of open it up, I feel like I will be doing a disservice to the other chains because I wouldn't be able to inform them about really anything that's going on there. I don't know artists there. I don't know promoters there. I don't know marketplaces there, and and I don't want it to become a kind of like, you know, like for everything website. So that's why right now the focus is just Ravencoin because you know I'm part of the Ravencoin community. Sonny's part of the Ravencoin community. We know most of what's happening in and around it, so we can sort of almost journalistically speak about it more in depth, right? Like about, you know, projects that are happening, people to talk to, websites to visit. But if we just started opening the platform there, we would really not be doing a service to any of them. You know what I mean? For those reasons, it would be great to open it up in that fashion at some point. Again, the website would have to be expanded to incorporate these things. You know, we'd have to research it ourselves and so on and so forth. But I feel like then the website would lose focus to its original intention, which was to support Ravencoin, and we don't want to dilute that message at this moment.
Gotcha. I know there's some Ethereum artists here. I want to give them a chance to show their NFTs and projects because we collect on everything. I know Sonny does on sircrone. But if you guys ever want to do a collection, we got WAGMI NFT. Make sure that you follow them, sircrone. So that way, if you do want to do a project on the Ravencoin blockchain, it's much easier dealing with them because it's kind of like a one point shop where you can come and learn everything on the marketplaces on Ravencoin, how to mint. Sircone is a huge information hub, and wagminft.net is also. So just keep that in mind. But crypto tick, let's hear about your project.
How you doing? Yeah, sure. I appreciate you letting me speak up here. And so I'm on the Polygon network. I don't know if that's allowed in this space, but
Sure.
okay, yeah, sweet. Okay. So again, thank you for letting me speak up here. I'll give you like a brief background on who I am and what I am trying to accomplish in the NFT community. So I go by Cryptic Art. I am from New York. I am the designer and owner of Panda Doodles. It's an illustrative collection of pandas that I've created in Adobe Illustrator. So I do all of these one by one. Is it okay to pin something up to the top so you can get a visual of it rather than just hearing me speak about it?
Yeah, Sir
Yeah,
Crum.
yeah. You could definitely pin. Just to lay the quote unquote ground rules. We're not anti other chains. We welcome everybody to come to these spaces to talk about their projects. You know, even me, and I'm sure Sonny would second it. We welcome anyone to even join the website. Um, you know, it could be a good segue for them to find another blockchain to start creating NFTs on. But like I said, there aren't resources on there at the very moment for other chains. But definitely, you know, anybody could create a profile on there, reap the rewards of being an artist or a promoter or a marketplace. You know, I'm not going to delete an account if, you know, you're marketing your Ethereum NFTs. You know, I'm not going to ban anybody. As long as they understand that at the very moment, it's mostly just the Ravencoin blockchain. Again, in the future, anything can happen. So don't. I hope anyone listening now or listening later don't feel excluded from the conversation because the website is geared to it. We want to include everyone and anyone into the conversation because it just helps us all, and that's it. So yeah, with that said, continue, please.
Yeah, it's not WAGMI Raven NFT. It's WAGMI NFT, so it's open to everybody.
Exactly. That was the thinking as well in the beginning.
All right, perfect. Yeah, no, I just just wanted to be clear, I guess. But yeah, so as I mentioned that I pinned up to the top so you can kind of get a visual of where I'm at right now. So my collection is more so on the smaller end, and I'll explain why. So being that I create these in Illustrator one by one, I keep my collection up to a 6-phase collection, and in each phase consists of 30 panda doodles, along with 4 rare pandas and a few special edition pandas, which I drop later in the phase for each one. And within each phase, I create like a fun utility where, if you buy 2, I'm going to send you 1 free panda doodle, and if you buy 3, I'll be sending you 2 of them for free. I have a bag of panda doodle goodies on my server that I randomly select the gifted items, and I'll upload and transfer it to your OpenSea account. It's a fun way for me to give back to people who connect with me as an artist and invest into my community that I'm building. And so, for me to give back art as much as I possibly can in this way, I love doing it. And another way I do it is within each phase, I have about 4 to 5 free to enter Panda Doodle giveaways, which I'm going to be dropping another one soon. I also do a couple of like 10% off free to enter giveaways for a current panda in the phase that I have up right now. Like the pin tweet in my feed, I have one going on that ends tonight. It's free to enter if anyone in this space wants to participate. It's very simple. And then I just use a random Twitter picker for all my contests, so it's not being biased in any way. So it's for me, why I really got into NFTs though, and in this whole entire Web3 market was more so to give back to a specific community. So about like, I would say 13, 14 years ago, I went through a whole process of getting sober. And so where I live in New York, about 10 minutes away from where I live, there's a facility called the Kenneth Peters Center. Their website's in my link tree if you would like to check it out. It is an old website. I'm just letting you know beforehand. You may feel like you're going back to elementary school while looking at websites, but point being is I got into this to find an avenue to A, be super creative with no one sitting on my head, and then B, find a way to give back to this place because they help, turn my life around. So um, it's a beautiful thing for where this project has been evolving to. And the most beautiful part is after the phase 6 closes out, I'm currently in phase 5. I will be taking a percentage of the sales and writing a check and donating it to the rehab facility. I spoke with the owner over the phone, and she's super pumped about it. The way I wanted to do the donation was pretty much create a wallet for her and push the funds there and give her the keys to it. But I really, as someone mentioned earlier today, I think explaining to your father about crypto, it was a very hard explanation to tell the owner of KPC about crypto and NFTs. So, she didn't comprehend, and I explained it really slowly. So I just told her I'll push the funds, I'll write a check, and I'll deliver it. I'm hoping she'll be cool with taking a picture because I want to document this all on my social media and on my Discord. Whether I have to cover her face with a panda head, then I will. But it's, for me, it's very special. And I say all the time how grateful I am to anyone that invests into my project, because part of that goes towards this donation to this facility, and it's targeted towards people who don't have health insurance and can't afford to get help. So it's the little things that I and other people can do to help other people, get on the right path. And if I could do that through selling NFTs, then I feel as if I've done my job giving back to the place that helped my life turn around. So, I hope that anyone in this room is able to invest into this project. What's happening after phase 6 is, I would call Panda Doodles what you see here, the genesis to the Panda Doodle verse, if you want to call it. So I'm in the midst of creating a much bigger project right now. Well, not technically right now because I'm doing work at home for my IRL, but it's going to be called Panda Doodle Cubs. It's my PFP is a sneak peek of what it will look like. And I've been dropping a lot of sneak peeks along the way. It's going to be a much bigger project. The main mission of that collection will also be to donate, so that's not going anywhere. But it'll be filled with fun utilities, and I'll be dropping a lot more details for that collection along the way. But as I said, if anyone's able to snag a panda, that would be beautiful. The ones in this current phase are 0.02 ETH on Polygon, so they are gasless. If not, I appreciate any love and support. If you guys, anyone in this room deals with anything in that nature of what I went through or what I continue to go through each day, my DMs are open, my Discord's open. I'm here to help people in any way possible. So, I appreciate you letting me speak up here to blast that off to to Web3. If any of you have questions, please let me know.
Yeah, congratulations on overcoming that. I mean, I think a lot of it in life is not what is handed to you, but what you do with what's handed to you. So I'd admire you for your fight on that, and also helping other people. Pinwheel, would you like to show your project? Take a couple minutes and talk about it. I was looking at your NFTs; they're pretty cool. All right. Well, welcome, Humble Miner. We got Morgan in the house, Blockchain John. We got Mirage, NFT Raven. Can we send them a mic request?
Yeah, I already sent everybody a request. I would love if they could speak, but they may be working or busy.
Right.
So.
All right. Fatal Frames. How you doing today?
I am absolutely excellent. Just living, cooking some lunch right now, listening. Um, I sold another vintage car on nftraven.net, so I've added another print to the giveaway. So I'm giving away 3 prints at the. Are we still calling it Watch Artists Work Wednesdays? Is that still the 100%? Okay, I see. So I'm going to do last week. I was introduced to the names wheel that sircrone put up. So we'll be spinning the wheel with all the entries that we have. That'll be September 7th. I'd like to give away more prints. So I'm hoping that maybe a couple more NFTs would move just to kind of subsidize those prints for me. So September 7th, I'm waiting for, I'm kind of pushing it there. And then after September 7th, my plan was I was hoping to do a big giveaway September 7th. And then I might be MIA for a little bit because we're having a baby boy September 8th. So my wife's having a C-section September 8th. And I'm just going to be kind of a little bit busy, so you might not see any more NFTs from me for, a month or so until at least my wife heals up from the C-section. So that's was kind of my strategy to give as much prints away as possible before then. Keep everybody kind of engaged and get them sent out, and then I might be taking a little break for a bit.
Yeah, you've been on fire over on NFT Raven lately, and make sure that you let us know when you guys have the baby, so we can all retweet it and all that.
Oh, maybe I'll send out a pic and stuff. Yeah, so
Congrats, my
I just
dude.
wanted to. Am I don't see my sound waves going. Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So I'm just gonna shill quick. I got a few more the World Trade Center Infinity shots that I have are all available for. There's a few left available for 100 Raven, and that gets you entries into all my print giveaways forever. And then also there's a couple lighthouses left, and then of course the vintage cars on nftraven.net. That'll all get you entries into this print giveaway. And yeah, I'm hoping maybe I can get up to 5 prints or something. 5 or 6 prints would be nice. And then it's not just I'm just hoping that it's not like, oh, we spin it and then one person wins a print and then we spin it again and the same person wins a print and then somebody walks away with 4 prints. I mean, that's fine. I want to keep it kind of that way where you can have multiple entries, but yeah, just hopefully it works out good.
Yeah, we appreciate you what you do and building on or selling on NFT Raven, and make sure that you set up your account with wagminft.net. I think it's going to be an important thing. sircrone is always in the lab adding and updating things on it to help you guys. Raven or Die, what do you got today? How's it going?
Well,
Yeah,
can you hear me? Hello.
go ahead.
Sorry, I was looking at the Panda project right now, and I couldn't get back to the screen. No, not much to going on. Drama Coin's pretty mellowed out as of right now, unless some of the soul people come in and start talking about the CEO again. But nothing much going on my part. I don't know how you guys doing. How's the game coming, sircrone?
Good. Just figuring out some programming stuff, running into some regular stuff, trying to figure out, because there's like one main world, and then like when you travel to a different level, the stuff that's happening in one world goes back to the original state, and I'm trying to find a way how to save the progress on the one. Not in terms of like the player stats that I got down. It's more like, let's say you like kill a bush, hack a bush off, and then you come back to the world and the bush is back. I'm trying to figure out how to make the bush stay off.
Isn't that the point of farming? Like where you switch transitions and you go back, you kill the bush, you go back to the next world, you come back, you kill the bush again until you farm whatever you need.
Yeah, and I'm trying to circumvent that little hack because I want to make the game harder because I'm myself. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
Can't make it too easy because I thought about that. I was like, player could be dying or running out of supplies. They could just go in and out of the same building and keep getting the same supplies. Like, no, I got to stop that right now.
Yep, and I'm the guy in Mega Man that would do that every frame. You'd go back and
I'm the guy that would try to find that hack. That's why I know about it.
Hey guys, I wanted to say something. Sorry to interrupt you, sircrone, but I wanted to say something. Crypto Lisa, we all know Crypto Lisa. Make sure that if you get a couple minutes of the day, go on her timeline and send out some good wishes for her. Her mom is in the hospital and I guess pretty sick. So if you can, just take a couple minutes, just to send some prayers her way. I know some of us sometimes butt heads and things like that, but on a human level, if you get a couple minutes today, just go and I guess just share some prayers and thoughts for to show her that we do care. And Raven Rebels, what's going on? How's it going over in Sweden today?
It's doing great. It's doing great. It's also nice to hear everyone is here. So much enthusiasm and positive ideas. That's wonderful. No, but we are working completely focused on this identity part of NFTs, like how we can use NFTs to unlock stuff. Like today, we think of an NFT or unique assets, like you sell an NFT, and that points to some sort of digital content, right? Like the guy here sends wonderful pandas. The pandas looked great, but it's like you see the panda, but what if the NFT was just a key that would unlock something that is hidden for the rest of the world? Those kind of things are kind of cool, which will be possible when you sign in with the Ravencoin NFTs. So then you can have an NFT that could be, and you can say that if you sign into the WAGMI site on Fridays after 9 o'clock with a WAGMI NFT, some WAGMI NFT, maybe you can find a loot box that gives you something. But it's kind of cool to think of NFTs, that NFTs doesn't have to be the actual content. It can be the key that unlocks something, and it can unlock it again, and it can be based on time and space and so on.
I love that idea. It's so many possibilities with it.
Yeah, but you can have, like, let's say that you have a Hard Rock Cafe NFT, multiple, of course, unique stuff. So every player gets, or a customer, or user, or client, whatever you call it, gets their own, and then you can also have geolocation. So, like, if you go to Paris, and if you go to the location of Hard Rock Cafe in Paris, and you bring your NFT, that might unlock something. So now I can see on your profile that you have been to the Hard Rock Cafe in Paris and in New York and in Las Vegas and so on. So you can connect that to time and space, and you can connect it to time and space again and again and again, as you said with the bush. It can be like that you can unlock stuff over and over again, also connected to space and time. I can hear that it sounds almost like rumbling, but But I think that in the years to come, we will not only see NFTs as digital assets pointing to content. I think you will see them. It can also be that the NFT is a key that one time only or many times, multiple times, can unlock stuff. And it's also cool if you want to have something that is hidden for the public, right? If it's maybe something political that you don't want to expose, or some sort of content that you don't want anyone else to see, right?
Yeah, it sounds like you can use that also for like subscriptions and things like
Yeah.
that. Instead of passwords, and
Yes.
it makes things easier for people.
Most definitely. So yeah, absolutely. The thing that you can use digital tokens instead of username and passwords, that's really cool. But I think that in the years to come, we also want to have some sort of privacy to that. Just as an example, to be very clear, let's say that you have like something like playboy.com. No one wants to tell the world that they have that, right? No one would like to have that kind of token in their wallet. Of course not. So they would like to have some token in that case that doesn't say anything. The name doesn't say anything to anyone else, right? But they know that using this token, I can log into this subscription service, but it's not exposed to the outside world, so no one else can understand the meaning of it. Because on Raven now, with version 4.9, and we are testing atomic swaps, we are testing pay to script, and that's kind of like a cool thing that you can say like, okay, I have this script, and no one can see the script. They can only see the hash of the script. They can only see like the fingerprint of the script. But perhaps I have already seen the script, so I know what to do. I like that idea a lot. It's like it's not really the same thing, but it's the same same category, right? So most definitely, it's really nice to have NFTs, tokens for subscriptions. And on top of that, if you can make them, what do you call it in English? It's not that it's anonymous, but it doesn't expose what it is.
It's selective for people if they own an NFT that they only can see the information.
Yes, and the name of the NFT doesn't expose what it is.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so like if you in real life you have a key, no one can see what that key unlocks, right? It doesn't say that, oh, this is the key to my what do you call that to my weapon box, whatever. This you can't see on the key that this will unlock your hunting rifle, right? But it's just a key. So I think that in that case we get okay, I will use the word anonymous, but that's not the correct way. It's just it's a generic. It becomes very generic. So for the outside world, they can't know. So if you have a token that represents a subscription on a service, it can be minted or generated in a way that the name doesn't expose for the outside world what kind of service that is, because that might be a political service in some way, or
It's
whatever.
a token that you can unlock information.
Yeah, and that token doesn't have to, because right now we see it like we are very focused on the name and on the content, right? We're very focused on that. You buy what was the name? The panda. It was Panda Doodle, right? So now you might buy a Panda Doodle token, and for you it's very important with the name, because name in a human readable way tells the outside world what this is. So of course that's really, really cool. And it's really cool on Ravencoin that you can see that you are the owner of this Panda Doodle token, and everyone else can see the content. That's very nice. But maybe in the future we will mint tokens that have just random IDs that doesn't tell the outside world anything about what they are doing, but you know what you can do with this, because you know that this is the key to the subscription of this political service or whatever it is that you don't want the outside world to know.
The question I wanted to ask is, in light of the fact that the Tornado Cash addresses have been blocked, and you basically can't transact with anything that's Tornado Cash related now in the United States. Do you foresee any problems with like regulators and regulations with them not being able to see a part of the transaction?
Well, it's in case of Tornado Cash, they can track every token that has gone, or all the digital assets that has been in contact with their.
I know, but in spite of that, the addresses are still blacklisted. I have a friend actually who has blacklisted. They're blacklisted now from Coinbase for using Tornado Cash, even though they just like to use Tornado Cash for privacy purposes. It's really crazy. And you're right; they can
It's
ultimately
totally
they can
crazy.
still track it.
And the fact that they arrested like the open source coder that was not, he was in Denmark, was it? He was in another country. It's like
Yeah,
he
he was in
wasn't living
Denmark.
in the
Yeah.
US.
Yeah,
He
that's
was
actually a good
somewhere
point,
else.
Sonny. Like, for example, let's say I was a gun salesman on the black market and I was selling guns illegally. If I can hide that NFT being the receipt for a gun purchase, that's a problem, isn't it?
It's a that would be, of course, a problem for the government, no?
But couldn't they crack down on the blockchain that's doing that?
No,
Sort
but I
of like
mean, let's
security
say
tokens and stuff.
you can do it in many ways. You can say that, okay, you want to subscribe to my sensitive political service. I am in a country with lots of suppressions, maybe in Kenya or Iran, whatever, and you want to be part of this democratic political service that the regime, wherever you are, doesn't like. You can also turn it around to say that, okay, I buy this service and I tell the service that I want to use my token XYZ as a key.
So I guess
Then there is no connection between us, right?
yeah. So I guess like a follow-up question then is, so just like, for example, some exchanges are not listing Monero because of has privacy features.
Yep.
Do you foresee a problem in this coin or this token or this way of doing it being a problem with exchanges not wanting to list it because of that reason?
It's a good question.
Makes sense?
I have not thought about that, but
Well, let's actually say for what it is. What I guess what she's trying to say, if and when Ravencoin forks to include P2SH, are we fucked?
no, I actually like the more I think about the pay to script hash, the more I like it. It was so complex to read and understand at the beginning. I've yet not tried it at all. My friends have not tried it either. So, but it's actually kind of cool feature.
No. So I totally agree that the features it provides are great, but what are the ramifications of it? Like Sonny said, some exchanges might not want to have it because of that privacy issue, like Monero, right? Governmental bodies might be like, well, if we can't track sales, if we can't track where money's going, that's a problem governmentally.
Yeah,
so
but
then if the government says, like right now, I can't buy Ravencoin in New York. There's a lot of states that block Ravencoin from being purchased. What if the government says, well, you know what, guys? Sorry, Ravencoin is no longer accessible in South America, Canada, America, and Australia.
That would, of course, be a problem. But I think, as we said, that Bitcoin had pay-to-script hash from 2012, and Ravencoin has always had it for the Raven token, only for Raven coins, but not for assets. So what they want to add is for assets. That's my understanding. So we already have pay-to-script, but only for Raven.
But isn't the Raven, when you send or receive, the wallet addresses show, right?
As I understand, it doesn't show at the beginning. You will publish a script. No, you will publish the hash of a script, like the fingerprint of a script, and then you will send me the script in email or whatever, and then I can validate that this script actually gives this hash, And in that script, it says that if I send you 10,000 Raven, then you will send me something. And then when we make the actual transaction on the network, then everything will be exposed. So at that time, everyone can see all the addresses. That's how I understand it. But
I understand. You're looking at it from a developer standpoint. I'm looking at it from both a development standpoint, utility standpoint, but as well as the political standpoint, because everything is politics in the end, especially when it comes to money and economy.
Yeah.
And if one politician come out and be like, let's say Bruce Fenton's opponents, they're like, oh, he's a proponent of this, and look at what that you can do with it, and it's evil and it's not good, and then all of a sudden, like vaping, it became public enemy number one, and then they started making sanctions, and now it's completely illegal to buy vape pens in a store. Mm-hmm. So again, you have to also think about that as a potential in life, just in terms of governmental bodies having control over what people can and can't do.
They always want to have control, and that's always, as we have discussed earlier, it's always difficult for them to know their boundaries. We live in a global world, and we can be in different countries geographically. I mean, where is this space taking place? Is it taking place in Stockholm, Sweden, because I am here right now, or is it where is it taking place? If you would threaten me now using words, is that a crime in the United States or in Sweden?
Yeah, understood.
So I think this will be very difficult. We will see many strange things happening in the future, and unfortunately, I think the industry has to prove itself innocent. The government will not wait. It's not like this is complex, so they can't do anything about it. They will start doing stuff like Tornado Cash, and then it will be up to the crypto industry to try to show that they're innocent. But if we go back to this unlocking NFT stuff, could be that, let's say that we go to WAGMINFT and create an account, and then the user could specify the name of a NFT token that could be any name. It wouldn't be WAGMINFT/user. It could be anything. And in that case, it's impossible for anyone to know that that token can be used to access a service from wagminft.net.
Oh, yeah. No, 100%. The utility is amazing, on what it opens up in terms of interaction between the blockchain and people and transactions. I will never say that that's not useful, because I already think about it, like even in my game right now, how I could probably integrate, someone hits a level, send a message to like my wallet or something to send the person playing one Raven, every time they reach that level, yep. I have the ideas. I understand, the utility and the integration of it. I'm always a risk-averse reward mindset first, I don't want to jump and say, oh, it's amazing, let's do it. Again, I'm not in control of anything. Obviously, there's people working on it.
No, but what I'm talking
about, it's going to happen, so.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about now with identity and login has that has nothing to do with the pay-to-script.
Oh, no? Oh.
No, it's completely independent from pay-to-script, so.
Oh, okay. I thought that was hinging on that.
No, not at all, because a wallet is just a list of private keys that you can generate, and key pairs like public keys and private keys, and the public keys are turned into addresses so everyone can see it, but no one can do anything because you need your private key. And that's where digital signatures come in. That's why you can say, please sign the message, Elvis Presley, whatever message, using this address, please. And that will generate a fingerprint, a signature. And then anyone on the Ravencoin network can verify that did this address really create a digital signature for the text Elvis Presley, yes or no. That's the same with this. What is his name? How do you say his name? The Australian Bitcoin guy. Wright. What his last name is Wright.
Craig Wright, yeah.
Craig Wright, yeah. And everyone is like, can you please create a digital signature using one of the early Bitcoin addresses, please? And he can't do that, of course, because he's not Satoshi. But if he had the private keys to any of the early Bitcoin addresses, then he could prove that he was actually who he says that he is.
Yeah, make sure if you guys are interested in integrating the NFTs to unlock a website, get with Raven Rebels. He's doing some big things over there as far as like NFTs and unlocking things with NFTs. I think it's really innovative. But hey, how's it going, Dogecoin Writer?
Thanks for the invite, man.
Hey, no problem, man. We love having you all the time. Did you get the NFTs that I sent you?
Yeah, brother, you wouldn't believe. I think I told you my story before since I took over this big account and they brought me on as kind of the space guy. I've just been dealing with so many DMs, getting Matt Wallace on the show on Wednesday and putting this all together. My head's spinning, brother.
Yeah, I saw. I came to your space. You had like a few hundred people in one of them. So
Yeah, on Wednesday we have, Matt Wallace, the Big Doge YouTube guy, and kind of the strategy here is since we have about 500,000 people on this account, they brought me in. It opens up a lot of avenues where I can get really big rooms and get a lot of like an all-star cast, which ultimately is going to help any NFT projects to present their NFTs because they're going to have a lot of eyes on them, probably like a lot of collectors, when the room gets over 100. So that's kind of where I'm at now. I literally was brought onto this account about 3 days ago. So, I of course I've done my podcasting, telemarketing, and nobody grinds harder than me. So, we're going to see Wednesday. Do you guys mind if I put a link up there so you can get an idea of what the show's going to look like and if you want to attend?
yeah, I don't have a problem. Sircrone, that's fine, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you guys look up there, what I've been doing is since I got onto the account, I've been working this Wednesday. So what my strategy is first and foremost, I want to bring star power to the show. What that does is it brings the rooms, it brings like all these, great people that are featured speakers, it brings their followers with them. And like you said, it can get a room with over 200 people. So after I do that, what'll basically happen is then I'll have, projects come up and they can present their, their shill or, presentation, however you want to call it, in front of all these collectors and hopefully, get sales ultimately. But that's my strategy moving forward. It's going to be the first show Wednesday. So literally, I'm going through this account. I have so many, influencers and stuff, and I'm working side deals and, anything that we can work on so I can show them value and they can show me value in return and turn this into just the biggest and best space out there. Because I'll tell you guys one thing. A lot of these spaces you see 500 people in, it's a little clique of like 5 people that are in there. Yeah, they got their apes, they got all this shit, but it's not an entertaining space and they don't bring up other projects. It's a little, what you may call it, fest for all of them to pump their muscle. I'm not coming that way. I'm coming with something entertaining. I'm coming with high list A celebrities, and I'm also having just the regular project come in and have a chance, to who knows had their eyes that's going to be seen on it one. So I'm just throwing out there my strategy to you guys and seeing what you guys think and if any questions you had for me.
Yeah, make sure, Dogecoin Writer, if you DM me every week so I don't miss it, because I know Sonny and Sircrone, they're doing the wagminft.net on Ravencoin, and I'm sure that'd be a good avenue for them to show what they're doing on Ravencoin NFTs.
Yeah, and I'll say this one. So what happens is I have about a 2-hour window on Wednesday, 9 to 11 p.m. So I give the featured projects, all the ones that are listed up there, about 5 to 7 minutes, to present in front of everybody. Since I do have time constraints, what I'm doing, if you come, we're going to do like a 1 minute shill. So we're asking everybody to bring their A game, because I can't bring on many projects in 2 hours if I have like 20 people in the request. But if someone comes in, brings their A game for a minute, it can be done. If you know your bullet points and you know the project and you know how to present good enough, you can get out anything you need in 1 minute. And what it opens up is a Q&A session for all the, high, the whales and any of the people in there, to ask you questions about the project. So that's kind of the formula we're using, because we'll just literally run out of time in 2 hours if we let everyone go for 5 minutes or more.
Yeah, absolutely. We love the fact that you connected with us, and definitely want you to keep looking at the Ravencoin blockchain, because the gas is low. It's easy to mint NFTs. I mean, you've seen the Mango Farm wallet and the NFTs that I sent you. I mean, do you like them?
Dude, I'm going to be 100% honest with you, man. I did not get a chance to look at them yet. I say this with, I've been so busy, man, dealing with all this, setting up this space, dealing with the Dogecoin side, that my head is literally spinning. And I just saw that you sent a message, but I will look at it here today.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I sent you some cent bars at your one address on the iOS, but then I sent you some other NFTs on the.
I actually have a partner. He's probably the one that looked at it in you might have talked to, because I have a partner on it that handles kind of that side, and I do the spaces and everything. So I'll take a look at it myself. But just to let you know, if you send something and get a response, ask if it's Mike, because I'm Mike. I'm the other side of the partner. I'm kind of like the voice to the account, and
Right.
he's does the Doge stuff and all the DMs, a lot of the DMs. When it comes to that.
Yeah, but I'll definitely turn my notifications on and come to one of your spaces, and we'll show WAGMI. I can definitely do a minus 60-second pitch.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Absolutely.
looking for. I want
Yeah.
people. You're gonna the main thing is you're gonna be able to present your project. My vision is in front of a big room, like one was saying, with 200 people, collectors. So you get your 1 minute to shine, because it can be done. You're absolutely right. It can be done. The one thing I've noticed in my experience is people will get on and they will drag, and they
Yeah.
will go 3-5 minutes, and it will kill the room. We're going to be honest and upfront about it from the beginning. Most of the people are going to give 1 minute. Like we say, bring your A game, and if people like it, there's going to be open to questions.
Sounds good. Yeah. Speaking of time, we're actually closing in on the hour now. So at this point, I just want to, thank everyone for coming out and shilling their stuff and for being here. All we have is each other, and we can't all make it, especially with the way we're setting up WAGMI on the back end. Everyone has an equal opportunity. Sign up, get a wallet address. You can send and receive airdrops. You just don't know what's going to happen. You guys are at the forefront of a digital revolution, the fourth industrial revolution. And I'm actually also a big Cronenberg holder, so I'm going to pitch sircrone's game. He doesn't pitch it enough, I feel like, but he's still accepting spots for his game. I have an avatar, Sunny for MJ. I'm at Sunny for MJ, who has such a cool vibe. She's wearing headphones, and it's just an 8-bit game, and I really think this is going to be iconic, because the people that you're seeing here building in this space are going forward. For you could have a little piece of that right now. In other words, I think he's selling the avatars 500 Ravencoin, and then you can have a whole store. We actually have a WAGMI NFT store, and I believe those are 5,000 Ravencoin, right, Sir Crone?
Yeah, and just the character is 500 Ravencoin, which I think right now is what, like $10.
I know. So you can have
I'm
a
not
forever spot
not
in this
a
8-bit
millionaire off of this.
Yeah, it's just saying to get a little bit of skin in the game. it's just a really fun way to participate. So I'm really excited to be watching that develop and the characters running around in there, and because we've been getting sneak peeks at it. NFT Raven has, Mirage has, so it's really exciting. So with that, I think we could close out the space. Does anyone want to do a last 2-minute pitch for their project or what they're doing?
I just want to say thank you for hosting.
Thank you so much.
And we'll talk to you Wednesday. Are you running Watch Ours Work Wednesday this week?
Absolutely. And spinning the
Perfect.
wheel. When sircrone got that wheel with the clapping, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And I heard the sighs in the room, people who didn't win. I'm like, we got to keep doing this.
Yeah, this is the best way. I think, we should kind of reach out to everybody and doing giveaways and stuff. Like you can do it on the stream. Like, it's great.
Because then you feel the transparency. Because I know for me, when I don't even, honestly, I don't even participate in giveaways outside of the community anymore, because I feel like they're just, it's just an quote unquote, it's going to be an inside job. Whoever wins. And having the wheel spinning live like that is just so cool. Because if you come and you sign in, you do have a chance to win. So, and it's free to have a Twitter account and a WAGMI account. So I think it's really cool. So thank you for doing that.
Also, with that said, we offer people to quote unquote sponsor the Wild Wednesdays, right? Like, let's say you're a business or an artist, like you can give us something that you want us to give away on that day. Like let's say, after, you do your print giveaway, like let's say, I don't know, a Mirage or NFT RVN, they want to, quote unquote, be the sponsor of it. We'll announce, who sponsors it. They'll give something, and we'll put that, Wheel of Names thing, and then they'll get whatever was given. That could be, any number of Ravencoin. That could be, an NFT. That could be, a free mint, whatever, just trying to open up different avenues of people to utilize the space, because we notice, we want to keep the engagement going. It is a time investment for both myself and Sonny and everyone else who comes in and joins us. And I want to make it like a really fun, engaging space, very interactive and memorable. So,
what if eventually it became like an NFT game show?
It's funny. That's what me and Sonny were saying. We're like game show hosts on like Wheel of Fortune.
I'm totally Vanna White, like absolutely.
Exactly, but I mean, is there anything like that in any other community?
I honestly have not seen this yet. And it was just how it started. I just think we're really onto something, and let's make this Ravencoins thing,
We're just the game show blockchain.
Absolutely.
Well, not just, but no one else.
No, I know. The fun blockchain.
Yeah, it's probably better.
A new kind of drama. Okay, guys, thank you so much for coming out. Have a great day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.